Ishniban of Santa Cruz Central Elementary School, a grade 5 student under the supervision of Mrs. Eileen P. Odihar. The story that I'm going to read today is about Bambi. In this story, we will find out who Bambi is and how he became the great prince of the forest. Bambi. One spring morning, in a little hidden forest glade, a fawn was born. All the birds and animals came to see him, for he was a very special fawn. "What will you name the young prince?" asked Thumper the rabbit. "I will call him Bambi," the mother answered. The forest was filled with friends. The opossums and squirrels and robins and wrens all said, "Hello, young prince," when Bambi walked down the leafy path with his mother. And Thumper and Flower the skunk came out to play with Bambi nearly every day. One morning, Bambi's mother took him down a path where he had never been. At the end of the path was a wide green meadow. What a wonderful place the meadow was! There was so much room to run and jump. Bambi leaped into the air 3, 4, 5 times. When he stopped to catch his breath, another fawn came up to him. "Hello," she said softly. Bambi tried to hide behind his mother. "Don't be afraid, Bambi," she said. "This is Falin, her mother's your Aunt Ina." Soon, Bambi and Falin were racing around the meadow together. Suddenly, they heard hoofbeats. A herd of stags came galloping across the meadow, led by the great prince of the forest. The great prince was older and bigger and stronger than the other stags, and he was very brave and wise. He said just one word, "No." The great prince and all the birds and animals followed him back into the woods. Bambi was at his side. They heard frightening roaring noises behind them as they ran. Later, when Bambi and his mother were safely back in their thicket, his mother explained, "That was man, the little Bambi. He brings danger and death to the forest with his long stick that horses birds' planes. Someday you will understand." The months passed and the days grew cool. Winter was coming. One morning when Bambi woke up, everything was covered with white. "It will snow," his mother said. "Go ahead and walk in it." Bambi stepped out and saw Thumper sliding on the frozen pond. "Come on!" Thumper called. "The water is stiff!" Bambi trotted onto the ice. His front legs shot forward, his rear legs slipped back, and down he crashed. "That's okay," said Thumper laughing. "We can play something else. Winter's fun." One day, when it seemed there was no food left anywhere, Bambi's mother found a few pale blades of grass growing under the snow. They were nibbling the grass when they suddenly smelled man. As they lifted their heads, they heard a deafening roar. "Quick," said Bambi's mother, "run for the thicket." Bambi darted away. He heard his mother's hoofbeats behind him, then another roar from men's guns. Terrified, he ran faster. When Bambi reached the thicket, his mother was nowhere in sight. He sniffed for a scent. There was nothing. "Mother!" he called, racing wildly out into the forest. "Mother, where are you?" The great prince of the forest appeared beside him. "Your mother can't be with you anymore," the prince said. "You must learn to walk alone." Bambi did not understand, but he knew he must listen to the great prince. In silence, he followed the old stag through the snowy forest. At last, spring arrived. The forest was turning green and leafy. Bambi was growing into a handsome buck. One day, Bambi met a beautiful, graceful doe in the woods. "Hello," he said. "Who are you?" "Don't you remember me?" the doe asked. "I'm Falin." Gently, she licked Bambi's face. One morning in autumn, Bambi sniffed the scent of man again. As he ran to run Falin, he smelled something else. Smoke. The old prince came and said, "The forest has caught fire from the flames of man's campfires. We must go to the river." Bambi turned to Falin. "Run," he said. "Run to the river." Falin raced up as Bambi and the prince ran to warn the other animals. At last, Bambi and the prince traveled across the rushing river. When they were safely on the other side, Flynn came running to Bambi. They stood with the other animals on the bank and watched the flames destroy their forest home. "When the forest is green again, I will be very old," said the prince. "Bambi, you must take my place then." Bambi bowed his head. When spring came, green leaves and grass and flowers covered the scars left by the fire. At the thicket, the squirrels and rabbits and birds were peering through the undergrowth at Colin and two spotted fawns. And not far away was Bambi, the proud father and the new great prince of the forest. The end. The moral lesson of the story is no matter how life becomes difficult, never give up, never surrender, and never lose the good in ourselves. And I thank you.